I've been using my new iPhone 17 Pro for more than 10 days now. So I upgraded from the iPhone 16 Pro, and at the beginning I thought maybe I won't feel that much difference because they are just two close generations. But after the past 10 days, I realized there are actually quite a few quality of life improvements on the iPhone 17 Pro that make me feel it's worth the upgrade. The first thing is that I feel like the thermal performance on my 17 Pro is a lot better than my 16 Pro. So I really have problems with my 16 Pro regarding overheating. I bought that phone in winter, so I didn't feel that kind of an issue at that point. But after we came into summer this year, I realized that phone is really easy to get hot. Sometimes I was just ordering delivery on Uber Eats, and after 2 or 3 minutes, the phone started getting hot. And after upgrading to iOS 26, the issue becomes worse. On the 17 Pro, it must be related to the new design, like the aluminum body, the vapor chamber inside, and also a higher efficiency chip. With all those, the iPhone 17 Pro definitely feels cooler. I mean, it still can get hot when you do heavy stuff, but for normal use, I feel like my 17 Pro is warm and my 16 Pro is hot. Why I feel like a better thermal performance is really life-changing? First, because I always use my phone in my car for navigation, and under a similar indoor and outdoor temperature, my 16 Pro is a lot easier to get the overheating alert on screen. And then I need to cool my phone down in order to keep using it. And for my 17 Pro, I haven't experienced that yet. Maybe I'll eventually encounter that, but not at this point. And second, because I love to use my phone to film videos when I'm traveling. This past summer, I was on a trip in California and I brought my 16 Pro to film some videos using Apple Lock. By the way, the video link is in the description. You can go check it out. So when I was filming that video, I was definitely very happy with the camera and the image quality of my 16 Pro. But I just realized during summer, outdoor, under sunshine, it was really hard to keep that phone cool. And whenever my 16 Pro was getting hot, the screen also became dimmer, and it really gave me a hard time to make sure my framing is good. In the past 10 days, I also did quite a bit camera testing with my 17 Pro, like filming ProRes RAW, something like that. The weather is still kind of hot in the place I'm currently at, and I also did a lot of shoots under sunlight. The 17 Pro is not as hot as the 16 Pro, and the screen brightness can keep high a lot longer, and that definitely helps a lot if you are into iPhone filmmaking. The second quality of life update, a higher outdoor screen brightness. So in outdoor environment, the 17 Pro has a 3000 nits peak brightness, and the 16 Pro has 2000 nits. From my experience, the difference is very noticeable. When I'm outdoor and using two phones, I just feel like the 17 Pro gives me a lot brighter and clearer image. On my 16 Pro, the 2000 nits is still pretty bright, but whenever it gets hot outdoor, the screen suddenly becomes dimmer. It really goes into a cycle and the brightness just keeps dropping. Sometimes when I was checking map outdoor, I could not see the screen clearly. And also I mentioned when I'm filming videos, I had a hard time seeing the image. But on the 17 Pro, I just find it easier to see the screen clearly when I'm outdoor because of the higher peak brightness and also because of the better thermal performance. So they really work with each other. The third thing I'm pretty happy with my 17 Pro is the camera. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with the camera on my 16 Pro already. Even though we are getting 48 megapixel for the telephoto lens on 17 Pro, to me, I don't really have a problem with my 16 Pro, but I really appreciate the 4x zoom on the 17 Pro instead of the 5x on my 16 Pro. When I was using my 16 Pro, sometimes I feel like the 5x just makes things a little bit too tight for me because a lot of time I don't really need to zoom in that much, and sometimes I have to walk away a little bit in order to get the entire thing I want to shoot. And now I feel like the 4x is a lot more versatile. Because of the higher megapixel, we can also get an 8x lossless zoom. So if you really need to zoom in, you can still do that. Okay, the last thing I really love about my 17 Pro is the new design. I just feel like it's a lot more comfortable to hold compared to my 16 Pro. The 17 Pro has a unibody design, and when I hold it in hand, it kind of feels like I'm holding a soap. But I mean in a good way. It's not like it's slippery, but instead you just feel like the edges are not sharp. So in the past couple years, the iPhone's design are all kind of similar. They always have sharp edges, and sometimes I just feel like it's kind of harsh when I'm holding in hand. But the unibody design and the round edges on the 17 Pro makes it feel a lot better in hand, at least for me. Also, the new camera plateau, which goes through the entire width of the phone. Honestly, I kind of like it because I realize when I'm using the phone with one hand, I can rest my finger on the edge of the plateau and it makes me feel less fatigued. When I was using my 16 Pro, I can still kind of rest a little bit, but it's not as easy as the 17 Pro. And for the 16, I just feel like it's hard to rest my finger at all. In addition, I feel like this new back design, like the aluminum add a glass panel over here, it feels nicer than the entire glass surface on the 16 Pro. Because the matte glass surface, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like when we were in high school, we touched the chalkboard. Yeah, it always reminds me of something like that. But on the 17 Pro, the glass area becomes smaller. I don't have that kind of weird feel anymore, which I really appreciate. Okay, I feel like they sound so subjective. Maybe if you go to the store, check out the 17 Pro by yourself, hold it in hand, and see how that feels. Alright, those are all the reasons I want to share today. If you are thinking about upgrading to 17 Pro, which phone are you going to upgrade from? Let us know in the comments. If you are using a 17 Pro right now, I'm also curious, how's your experience like? Let us know in the comments as well. If you find this video useful, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more tech-related content, be sure to subscribe. Now check out my favorite iPhone 17 Pro filmmaking setup. Have a nice day!